don't over-engineer stuff. Try to rely on metrics as much as possible. Care about time to market, and it's better done than perfect. Okay, so in DECODE we have 4 C-level roles: CEO, CTO, CCO, and CDO. I won't talk too much about CEO and CTO. These are basically traditional roles. Every organization have those. Every software development agency have those. I'll talk a bit more about CCO and CDO. So CCO is Chief Client Officer. Their main responsibility is making sure we have good relations with clients. We hear clients, we understand clients' needs, clients' complaints. We do our best to adapt and make sure we deliver as clients are expecting. And another role that's less traditional is CDO, Chief Delivery Officer role. So that's my role. This role takes a subset of responsibilities from the traditional role of COO, Chief Operations Officer, and my main goal is to provide good framework in delivery to make sure delivery is efficient, on time, in budget, and provides proper business value. Yeah, so I'll go a bit longer about this one. So basically, what happens? Like, what are the wishes from all stakeholders in the project? We have on one side we have a client. They usually want all the functionality in the world for as little money as possible. On the other side, you have tech team, so developers, really like geeks and software engineers that are really enthusiastic about coding, about software architecture, about new technologies, and so on. They basically don't care what they are delivering. Like they don't care what they are delivering. They care what they deliver and how they deliver it. And they enjoy technology. They enjoy new languages, new frameworks, new SDKs. They want to try cool stuff. And in the middle, you have a project manager. So in DECODE, we don't have also traditional role of project manager. Basically, we have TPMs, technical project managers, and we expect from this role to understand both business needs and tech wishes, tech needs, call it whatever you like. So this is actually a central part of our process, and technical project managers are basically expected to fully understand clients' needs. They need to have good understanding of product and good understanding of good business acumen, and they need to be able to tailor that product and steer client to choose the features and functionalities in the code that will actually provide best business value for the least amount of working days or least amount of money. On the other side, you have these like really enthusiastic developers that you need to steer them to make sure they're focused also on things that are providing good value. And maybe the hardest part about that is making sure that they are choosing like the proper tool for the work, and make sure that they focus all their energy on business value rather than doing some over engineering or going into maybe new technologies that they find interesting but maybe aren't proper for this particular problem. We need to make sure the entire delivery process from the entire delivery pipeline, all the way from the clients to developers that are actually doing the work, QAs that are doing the testing, PMs who are in the middle, are all product aligned or understand the product or understand which business value it needs to be delivered, and they're all thinking how to provide that business value the most efficiently. So the entire team has to be product minded, because that helps focusing on proper stuff, delivering the biggest value for the least amount of money or the least amount of working hours. And it all starts from project manager, then it propagates through to the UI UX designers, to developers, to QAs, and so on. Obviously, it's very hard to be product minded, especially if like product isn't a field of your interest. Like, for example, we have some fitness projects, we have some railways projects, we have some I don't know, healthcare projects, we have telco projects, and obviously one person can't love all the fields, and like the way we can encourage the ownership is if we have people that are like, interested in the industry that they are working on. So we always try to, to assemble teams that have this kind of mindset. But generally, even if it's some unknown industry, we still have PMs needs to have like intrinsic motivation to fully understand the product, to make that product succeed, and they are responsible for propagating the same wish or the same enthusiasm to the other team members. You can immediately notice if someone's product minded or not, basically from the questions they ask, from the way they challenge your ideas, and I think it's hard to explain which characteristics these are, but you can feel it like immediately when you're talking to someone, especially if you are enthusiastic about something. I've seen a lot of cases when it basically goes off the track. If you have a project manager or product manager who is like not that product minded, or maybe they even are product minded, but they are afraid to ask questions or to challenge the client, and they become just like, yes sir, PM, we can take everything, and then you end up with something that doesn't provide actual business value, and you end up spending a lot of time investing in that, and this leads to unnecessary costs and bad efficiency. I think Henry Ford said, like, if I ask customer what they want, they would say faster horses. So sometimes you need to cut the line, provide the best solution, and convince clients that that's actually maybe better than what they initially thought. It's hard to get good people, but that's crucial for making everything function. I'm very involved in hiring process as well. Basically, all last interviews are with me, and entire like delivery division. I need to talk to people before they join us. We have a quite strict policy in hiring. We need to in order to become a decoder, you have to have a good software engineering grounds. We don't want to hire people that are focused only on one technology, and maybe they might be like very, very good in that technology, but it's like the times right now in IT are very turbulent. There is a lot of new technologies coming up. There's a lot of hype about different stuff. You need to be able to evaluate what makes sense, what doesn't make sense. You need to be able to choose proper tool for the job. And what I always tell to developers when I talk to them, like, you need to strive to become platform agnostic. You are like software engineer. You are not C# programmer, .NET programmer, Node programmer, Python programmer. Like, you are software engineer. You have to have the grounds. You have to strive to be platform agnostic. The quality we are looking for is hard to find, and from all applications that we receive, we hire less than 2%. So it's really hard to become a decoder, but once you become, you will like it. So I think it's less important. Like when we look in retrospective, was it successful or not? I think the most important thing is to realize that it is under the risk to be successful. So you need to notice early. Basically, the way we track that is we have some sort of what we call slip gain analysis. And basically what we do there is we see how much time is spent so far, how much work is done so far, and then we compare if it's like an expected range or not. So that gives us much better like insight in the future, and we are able to tell, in first month, like if we provided value of 1 month, if we did the actual completion of the feature that's estimated to close to 1 month, then we are good. If we see early that it's slipping, then we have plenty of time to take actions. So the actions can be maybe reprioritizing stuff, maybe adding more developers, maybe extending the deadline. So this is like the classical project management triangle. And there are plenty of interventions we can do to still secure delivery on time or in scope, but we need to take actions early. Okay, so I mean, when project goes off the track, and they sometimes do, basically that's part of the business, I usually jump in case of the escalations. I think I can contribute there quite a lot because I've been in DECODE for 12 years now. I basically started as an iOS developer. At that point, we didn't have, it was 5 of us. We didn't have a dedicated QA. So basically, I did development, I did QA, I did everything, from project management to delivery. Then later on, I worked on some big corpo software where escalations are very expensive, and you have to react fast. So I was quite a lot of times in what they used to call like war room. Then later on, as a project manager, I had also quite a lot of escalations when you need to understand the client's perspective, you need to understand the team's perspective. And I think I can put myself in the shoes of basically any stakeholder in the team, and I can understand how they are thinking and what they need to get the project back on track. I think the most important thing in these situations, like either it's product incident or project just being off track and you need to catch up, is to focus on now. So at that point, it doesn't matter how did we come into this situation. It doesn't matter whose fault it is. It's not time for blame game. It's just time to get back to get back on track. And in that point, we focus on solution. Once we get it back on track, and we will, once we get it back on track, when everything is back to normal, then we reflect what happened and make sure that we learn from this experience. The important thing is not to turn that into blame game. The important thing is to learn from that and identify if it's a process issue. If it is, we need to adjust the process. If it's personal issue, we need to talk to that specific person and make sure it happens less in the future.
Okay, the common pitfalls in delivery or in projects, or
so it's hard to say this is the list of things that will happen or might happen, and then because if you can predict everything, you would do your best to prevent it from happening. So it's always something new. If I need to group those, it's usually so you have one set of clients that have business on the side. They want to do something to provide business value, but at the same time they're focused maybe on their main business. In these situations, it's often it lacks engagement from the client side, and we often need to guess some solutions, propose different solutions. Then clients maybe don't have time to analyze all of this. They pick something that comes on their mind first. Then later on, when they think this through, they decide to choose something else, and then this leads into wrong turns and coming back might get quite expensive. On the other hand, you have maybe some big corporate clients where it often happens that the bureaucracy in the entire organization is really slow. No one takes like the ownership, no one is able to make a decision. And then again, you assume things. Whenever you assume, there is a chance that you assume you did wrong, and you need to get back. So this thing gets quite expensive. The way we try to prevent that is, we try to get engagement from the client side as much as possible. We try to do, collect the information, do the proper planning even before we start the development. Of course, sometimes you're very tight with deadlines. You want to get to the market as soon as possible. Then you need to start some things in parallel. We've also done that. It's not like the most efficient in terms of working days, but it is more efficient in terms of calendar days. So sometimes it's worth of the investment. But basically, you need to do, like in ideal situation, you would like to do a discovery first, product discovery, where you have like a lot of engagement from the clients, a lot of workshops. This gives product managers opportunity to fully understand what needs to be delivered and what is like the business value that needs to be provided. And then from that point, we can take on, and basically we have the grounds to build upon that. So I think the most important thing in software agencies is basically balance between sales and like what we can sell and what we can deliver. What we can sell depends on the sales department, revenue department, basically on the entire infrastructure, to bring more projects, more clients. On the other side, we need to be able to team up for basically any projects that sales can sell. And in order to achieve that, we need to have like a good employer branding. We need to have a good hiring process and be able to hire people fast. So, in order to have a really successful agency, you need to be able to bring the new project really fast if it's necessary, and to bring new people in if it's not necessary. I think that sums up there's always like a bunch of space for improvements. Like, if you don't look back like a year ago and say like how stupid I was to do that, I think you didn't progress, like you didn't grow in that time. So basically, we're always looking for the space for the improvement. I think we learn from every project. So we are learning from 13 years of project. We keep learning. We are getting better and better. Each retrospective, each product incident, each project off track, we learn from that experience and try to not slip for the same reasons again and again. In the future, so that's the paradox. I don't think about the future that much because there's plenty of stuff happening right now. So basically, my main goal is to keep delivery going, keep delivering projects at high quality, increasing the quality over time, increasing efficiency. So that's basically my main focus right now.